You ever feel like you're not having the success you should be having in your 20s? Well, today, we gonna fix that. What up, homie? My name's Dave, and I put out new videos every Tuesday and every Friday to help you get the girls you want and become the man you're meant to be. So if you haven't subscribed yet, smash that button and hit that bell so you don't miss your chance at that next awesome girl. Anyway, bro, your 20s are your chance to set yourself up for success for the rest of your life. The problem is most guys don't set that foundation. They got a weak ass foundation, and it's no surprise that everything topples over. But today you're gonna learn exactly what you should be doing in your 20s so that you can achieve some level of success by 30. You can start getting those girls that you really want, and you can set yourself up for success throughout the rest of your years. Let's get into it.
Need no help, that's all me. Could've went to jail or the army. Remember when they didn't wanna call me. Now I can't keep her ass on me. Need no help, that's all me. Could've went to jail.
Now, bro, way too many dudes are out here in their 20s and even beyond living paycheck to paycheck. And hey, I can relate. I was working a job that I couldn't stand as a door-to-door guy, and I would basically spend all the money I would make every single week. And if I got a bonus for, an extra good sales week, I'd spend that on drinking or I'd spend that on something else, and I'd try to live as lavishly as possible. But living paycheck to paycheck and working some job that you can't stand, it's no way to go through life, and especially not the way you want to go through your 20s. Because what happens if the job falls through and you're unemployed for a little bit? What happens if there's an emergency and you can't work? It's not going to be a good situation, right? The bottom line is, all your security should not be tied to one job and to one motherfucking boss who can take it all away in an instant. You gotta have a high level of control of how things are going. You gotta control your financial life, and the best way to do that is to have a side hustle. And for those who don't know, a side hustle is something you do on the side to make a little extra money that has the potential to even become your full-time thing. So back in the day when I was working those shitty jobs, my side hustle was copywriting. I'd do email marketing. I'd offer people, to write sales pages and even to write blog posts, and all that would give me a little bit of extra money so that I wouldn't be completely reliant on that one job. And the best part about it was I could do it online, so I didn't have to go into an office and waste more of my time on commutes. And copywriting eventually did evolve to become my main thing. And when I was first starting out, it allowed me to travel the world, get familiar with the online business landscape, meet some other awesome entrepreneurs, and even to later on write best-selling books. It helped me to know how to structure those books in a way that they're actually gonna sell. And also even now to make YouTube videos in a good structure that keep you guys watching all the way to the end. Now, in terms of your side hustle, there's plenty of different online business skills you can learn in order to build that out. Like there's copywriting, which is what I did. There's SEO, so search engine optimization. There's design. Hell, there's even filmmaking and editing. The point is, there's tons of different things you can learn and do, and you're only hurting yourself by not putting yourself out there and trying.
Sunset slow, hey, you should stay for the night. What you think, one more drink while we
So I'm here with my little Mexican princesa, Oyuki.
Hi.
And honestly, man, there's three big things I see a lot of guys struggle with in their 20s. It's self-awareness, self-reliance, and independence. And when you travel, and I ain't talking about traveling for like a week, I'm talking about going somewhere and living for at least a month, it helps dramatically with all three of these things. For example, back when I was in Nam, I only knew one person when I moved out there, and I basically had to fend for myself. I had to go make new friends. I had to figure out how to work within that culture, and I had to talk to girls that were different than really any girls I've ever talked to, because I'd only really ever been in America. It was a scary situation. It was super uncomfortable, but it forced me to learn a lot about myself, and in the end, I was better for it. Ayuki actually lived in Italy and Australia for several months at a time. Ayuki, what was the biggest thing you learned?
I think the biggest thing I learned is like how to be more open about other cultures and ways to live.
So being more open, being more relatable?
Yeah, definitely. I relate better with people after that, for sure.
Yeah. Guys, she was a complete bitch before, but she's really warmed up. Aside from all that, though, it also helps you realize places that you really do like for me, Mexico, and places you really don't like like in my case, Peru, right, Yuki?
Yeah.
And this is good knowledge to have, understanding what your preferences are, what your likes and dislikes are, and having those real experiences to kind of prove it. It's going to help you to enjoy more experiences throughout the rest of your life.
Racks on racks on racks, I look like rookie of the year. Frontin' with the cash, it's getting moody over here.
What a lot of guys don't understand, especially in your 20s, is that you are your own biggest asset. And as a result of that, you should be investing in yourself. Trying different programs, trying coaching, just trying different things that are going to help you to level up your life, become more self-aware, and just become a better dude. Like for me, I've taken multiple YouTube courses that were over $1,000. I've hired consultants that were multiple thousands of dollars, and all these kinds of things have helped me to grow my channel more rapidly, to make more money with my business, and to just become more of an asset to myself. So it's kind of crazy to me when I hear guys talk about like, oh, I don't have the money to invest in my dating life because I'm gonna go do X instead. It's like, bro, if you're not getting the girls you want, or you're not having the success you want in your business or whatever, why not pay to get that knowledge to level up? What the fuck are you doing? What are you going out and spending that money on alcohol, buying a car that you probably don't need, or all this shit? Like, invest in yourself, level up. That's how you're gonna get the most bang for your buck in your 20s. Now, aside from investing in yourself, you also wanna put your money away in worthwhile investments that are gonna help you to grow it, so it's not just sitting there under your bed, right? So these can be things like, having a big chunk of your money in a savings account with an interest rate of at least 2% if you can find it. Then also to have a Roth IRA where you can invest up to $5,500 a year. And the best part about that is you don't have to pay taxes on the interest. So these are some safer investments, but you could also want to have a small portion of your portfolio invested in some riskier investments. Like for me, crypto is part of that. Say what you will, but I do still think Bitcoin is gonna make its way to the top at some point over the next couple of years. And finally, and this is something I'm considering doing over the next few months, is starting to invest in real estate. There's a bit of a learning curve there in terms of making those real estate investments, so I don't want to talk too much about it because I still have a lot to learn there, but it's something I'll share more about as I get more into it. The point is, man, invest your money wisely, make it grow. Don't live paycheck to paycheck like the rest of these jamokes, and you're gonna set yourself up for a successful 30s and beyond.
On track, now we gon' way up. Double use as easy as a layup. Working late, stay up. Counting all the way up. Counting blessings, yeah, you know we pray up.
So man, one of the biggest things I've realized as I've gotten deeper into my 20s is the importance of cultivating strong habits. So things like visualization, meditation, working out, going to the gym consistently, and even eating healthy all make a big difference in the way you feel, as well as how good your performance is, both like in your career, when you're talking to girls, and hell, even in the bedroom when you're making that magic happen. And one of the biggest things I've realized is that it's really easy to fall into a bad slump as you grow older, and that slump is usually due to the fact that your habits are slipping. You're playing too many video games, you're eating too much bullshit, and you're screwing yourself over. So that's why you need to implement good habits and keep track of them on a daily basis. Now, a few, or really 3 powerful habits I'm trying to implement in my life right now that I haven't done in the past are: 1, transcendental meditation. This, from what I read about, it's a little bit more powerful than regular meditation. I'm interested to see how it works. I'll give you guys an update, let you know what I think of it. Also, daily journaling. Just keeping track of your thoughts on a daily basis is gonna help you to stop falling into those slumps because you recognize those thought patterns. And number 3 is, I don't know if I've told you guys this, but I really like the Stoic philosophy. I think it's one of the best philosophies out there for living a better life. So with that in mind, number 3 is listening to the Daily Stoic podcast by Ryan Holiday. It's actually like it has like quick 3-minute Stoic passages that basically show you how to live a better life, keep a better head on your shoulders, and it's a great way to start the day. And when you combine that with meditation, journaling, and visualization, you're gonna start your mornings like some fucking fire. You're gonna be ready to go, and that's what it's all about.
I swear they never really understand me. I need a comment like I need a Grammy. She lays the flow with her designer panties. Yeah, we eating plenty, check the pantry. From the sound waves to the rebel lines, from the tattered bridges to expensive dishes. Now we eating ends with these new beginnings.
I'll be straight with you, man. If you don't have control of your dating life, if you have to settle for girls below your standards because that's the best you can do, that is a huge fuck up. This is something you want to get handled by the time you're 30. Now, if you don't have it handled by then, you still have plenty of time to do it, but really it comes down to the earlier you do it, the better. If you're not good with girls, it's going to be one of those things that's always on your mind. Kind of like the monkey on your back. You're going to feel insecure. You're going to have these moments of loneliness, and it's just always going to weigh on you. And when you add to the fact that the types of women in your life are always going to play a big part in your life, right? If you have shitty women in your life, it's going to degrade that area of your life. Whereas if you have great women in your life, it's going to make things a lot more fun, a lot more satisfying. You're going to have great sex. Things are going to be looking up for you. So I highly recommend getting this area of your life handled. You know, maybe you get coached by a guy like me. Maybe you subscribe to my channel. Maybe you go out and take more action. Whatever you got to do, go out there and make it happen. And another thing I recommend is trying to get at least one serious girlfriend by the time you're 30, like a Yuki. Because that's going to help you to realize what you like, what you don't like, and it's also going to show you a lot more about women than you could ever learn from just having a bunch of different flings. Like for me, I've learned that I like a girl who can supply me with as many tacos as I want, and who's a good dancer, who's a great cook, and it's just fly as a motherfucker, right?
Right.
So yeah, man, if you can start doing these things by age 30, you're gonna set yourself up for success for the rest of your life. And if you're already 30 or older, start doing them right now and you'll be good to go. Now, bro, if you wanna learn how to pick up hot girls in your 20s, just check out this video right here and let's keep it going. I'll see you right there, homie.